Hey world, just being able to come back with another video. Man, I was coming across something in the wild, so let me jump in the garden right quick, just quickly, because I want you guys to understand the hypocrisy. I mean, how is it that a company or a bank can have billions of dollars, trillions of dollars in assets? I'm pulling over right here, family. Billions of dollars in assets, right? A bank, been around forever. JP Morgan, of course you guys know it as Chase. How do you own a cargo ship that is seized by the U.S. Customs, okay, department, and it has $1 billion worth of cocaine on it, but it's owned by JP Morgan? And see, that's what I'm talking about. And you guys, like I say, that's Chase. The same banks, the same people that was bailed out back in 2008 owns a shipment of containers that have $1 billion worth of cocaine in it. That ain't on the Tell a Lie Vision. I mean, Jamie Dimon, and he's the CEO and head of Chase. But you notice how they just want to say JP Morgan. Come on, man, go ahead and associate the whole department. It's Chase. JP Morgan and Chase. You dig? And it's so funny because it's like, you know, how does that happen? And that's why if you look at the title, different strokes for different folks. If there was a company that owned a ship that had a cargo full of cocaine on it, that company should be, it should be like investigated. That shouldn't even be investigated. That they should be, whoever the CEO is and all the leaders of that company, the company should be shut down. Do you have $1 billion worth of cocaine on a ship that you own? What you gonna say? Oh well, we don't know what happened. Can you say that? Jeffrey Epstein, you have a sex trafficking ring where there's numbers of young girls allegedly saying they were raped by you. And you go to jail and have an opportunity to get out of jail every day on a work permit for raping underage girls. Different strokes for different folks. Because Cuba Gooding Jr., dude, you on the news for going to court for alleged sexual assault, for allegedly groping a woman. This guy, Jeffrey Epstein, he gets a work permit for 13 months for raping girls. Underage girls. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. JP Morgan, $1 billion cocaine shipment in your name? Come on, man. It's all a game, family. Pay yourself first. Okay? Because if you guys have an account with Chase, find out how much is Chase paying you to put your money in their bank. Right? But they spending all the money that they have, that you all guys have in their bank, and buying $1 billion worth of cocaine? Come on, man. If the product comes over here, that means the money went somewhere else. I'm telling you, man, it's the new bootleg. First all these guys got rich, bootlegging alcohol, and cigarettes. Now it's drugs, cocaine, yayo. Come on, man. And then you got the police, the ones that's supposed to protect and serve the citizens who pay their salary. These are the ones that's actually putting you in jail more than the ones that have the money. I mean, back in the 30s, guys, they had a system called the debt prison system where, mostly Afro-melanated people, of course, were being incarcerated at a higher rate for just frivolous acts or just made up charges, trumped up charges, right? Well, now they've changed the debt prison system to what they call the debt court system. Family, how many of you guys that went to court for a citation whether it's been a city citation, a traffic citation, a parking citation, any type of citation. How many times have you came out of there not having to pay any money? You paying money, all right? I mean, there are certain states then that the revenue that they gain for locking people up for tickets, for parking tickets, whatnot. I think in one state, I think Kansas, I think I'm going to have to do my research, family. I think it's what city was that? What state was that? Man, they had a big situation where cops killing kids. And I won't say kids, but it was a police officer who killed someone that was arrested, and it was a big deal. Man, I can't think of the name of the city right now, family, but in that particular city, you know, they still, you know, arresting people at a high rate for parking tickets, for sagging. You dig? And when you get those tickets, remember, you got to go to court. And a lot of people that can't go to court, they're just going to pay the ticket. And if you go to court, you're going to still pay the ticket. And if you can't, then they're going to put you in jail. And imagine the number of people that have warrants out for their arrest that go to jail, right, and can't get out. And we're talking about a lot of trucked up charges. So how is it that, you know, they'll put you in jail so easily on something frivolous like a citation? And you miss a court date, there's a warrant out for your arrest. Come on, man, you're going to pay that ticket because you can't afford to miss work. And then imagine if you go to jail, you don't have the money to get out. And there have been cases where people have killed themselves, committed suicide for, you know, stuff like that. But then you have people like Jeffrey Epstein, you have companies like J.P. Morgan, and they put it in, it's hidden in plain sight, family. Okay? So pay yourself first. I just want to come back with a little information. I mean, it's crazy out here. Right? Your Federal Reserve System is really a central bank. They say Federal Reserve kind of take the stigma off of it, because if you say Federal Reserve, you think it's attached to the government when it's not. I mean, just the other day, what did the federal chairman say? Trump can't even fire him. So the Federal Reserve chairman, Powell, has more power than Trump. So Trump, guys, can tweet all he wants. But the Federal Reserve chairman, you know, Powell, which he just admitted the other day that Trump would not, cannot, and won't force him out. Okay? And if you didn't see that, check that out. Okay? So different strokes for different folks. Alright? Alright, if I just want to come back with a little love, make sure you hit the notification button, family, because just being a subscriber, you're not going to get the notifications that I'm dropping another video. So push the bell so you know I'm dropping another video. And in the meantime, between time, may the Most High to bring you joy, and being with us out of 5,000.